This video highlights a problem that has just blown up one of my cameras. My beloved Canon 90D has just been blown up by a product that I bought on Amazon. Now, don't jump the gun and don't blame Amazon just yet, because Amazon is a marketplace. Yes, Amazon sells their own products and they sell directly that they've bought and sell directly to you. But it's also a marketplace for third-party sellers. So this video is a bit of a warning to you if you buy products from the Amazon marketplace from a third-party seller. Now, a few caveats for legal reasons, because I'm a lawyer. I'm not going to name the seller just yet anyway, because the case has not yet been resolved, but when it will be resolved, I will probably tell you who it is. And I'm certainly not going to name the manufacturer of the product because it is not yet proven that the product was actually genuinely manufactured by that named manufacturer. In other words, it might be a counterfeit, made, produced, or at least sold by the third-party seller. I hope that all makes sense. So we've got Amazon, the marketplace, with a third-party seller selling a product made by a named manufacturer. I don't know if it's genuinely the manufacturer's product or a counterfeit. It's not one of the main brands like Sony or Canon or something like that. It is a third-party manufacturer for products for those main brand devices in and of itself in the first place. But also, it is a third-party seller and not Amazon. Many of you will scream at the screen saying it's Amazon's fault because your contract's with them, but that's not strictly the case. Amazon, in the case of third-party sellers, is providing the service to buy from the third-party seller. There are plenty of cases that can hold Amazon liable in some situations, but where it's the third party that sold a product, your contract is in fact with the third party seller. Now, the problem herein is when that third party seller is not based in the UK, as in my case, the third party seller is not based in the UK, they are based many miles away. I've contacted them to say, your product has blown up my camera. At least, ostensibly, it's blown up my camera. And I'll tell you how and why, because I've been away this weekend for my training course, which I'm really pleased with because many of you have joined us on that and it's been the most fantastic training weekend. I will leave some details of that in the description below, along with a video you can go and watch. So check that out, because if you didn't go, you missed a great thing. For those of you that came, thank you. We had a fantastic time with you. But in doing so, I was preparing to film the whole event, and to film it, I wanted a AC plug-in adapter for my Canon camera, so I didn't have to rely on individual batteries and recharging them. And I've got sort of 9 or 10 of these batteries, but I wanted to be able to just plug it into the wall and power it constantly for the whole day, which didn't work because the moment that I plugged this third-party AC adapter into the Canon camera, it blew up the camera. So today I've had to send it off to the Canon repair center to diagnose the problem and repair it. Now, all credit where it's due to Canon and their repair center, because I've used it before when my camera fell over and broke one of the input jacks. Canon, within 2 days, I remember it was, repaired it and sent it back with a fairly nominal fee attached. So all credit where that was due. I'm hoping they live up to that reputation again this time around, but we digress. This third-party product, whether or not under the guise of the name, is yet to be determined, but nonetheless, it blew up my camera. But the problem is, as I mentioned earlier, that this third-party seller is not based in the UK. So to bring an action against them is going to be almost impossible because they're not based in the UK. My claim against them in the UK, I as a lawyer, I can tell you, I could get through to judgment. They wouldn't turn up to the hearing. I could get judgment against them, but then how do I enforce it? I would then rely on that country to enforce my judgment, which they won't because I've checked. And that's just going to leave me going through a whole legal process for next to no reason. And it would be cheaper just to pay for the repair and forget about it, which is not justice in my view. So it's justice denied. But again, many of you might be blaming Amazon for this. But Amazon, doing what they think is best, said, we'll refund the product and you don't need to send it back. I thought, well, that's a start. It was only about £40, this product, but it doesn't go near the repair bill, which is going to be at least £200 or £300 or more. I don't know yet because they haven't assessed it. I've just sent it off today. So when they come back, they might tell me it's going to be £300, £400. I don't know. Hopefully they'll come back and maybe it's £150. That's my best guess, but I don't know. But it's certainly more than £40. But credit where it's due, Amazon said, no problem, we'll refund you the product fee and you don't have to send it back. However, I then sent the same complaint to the third-party seller, who just said, well, we can see that it's been refunded, so anyway, have a good day. And I thought, have a good day? My camera's blown up. It's well over £1,000 worth of camera your product has blown up. Now, I only used it for this event. I bought it a while ago, actually, but I used it only for this event, and it blew up the camera. Pretty much first time I've used it. And the refund of the product is certainly not going to compensate me for the repair of the camera. So let this be a warning to you. I normally advise people to do this anyway, but now I strongly advise that if you buy something from Amazon, you buy it directly from Amazon and not from a third-party seller, unless you can really trust the third-party seller. One thing that would help is if they are based in the UK, that means you can sue the UK company, because if they're abroad, then you are reliant, even with a judgment in hand, on that country enforcing your judgment, which in this case isn't going to happen. So I hope you took that as a warning. I hope I get my camera fixed. Wish me luck, because I do my best to bring you guys these videos that I bring here, and for the weekend that we've just done, which is a fantastic weekend. I filmed as much of it as I can on the one camera. I was hoping to have 2, if not 3 cameras, but that just didn't happen because this one camera blew up the moment I plugged it in and before I could film a thing. So wish me luck. I hope I get it repaired. Make sure you like and subscribe this video for my dedication to you here on this channel. And as always, thank you for watching.